What's going on today, guys? It's J-Box. Today we're going to be building a freestyle drone. I'm going to go ahead and make a little list for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'll be showing you guys how I build my drones and the kind of way I go about putting them together, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Alrighty guys, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is putting on the motors, put it in the stack, and once we get that done, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to be putting it all together regarding like the motor wires, the stack, like the orientation of all that. The build is going to be it's going to have a lot of room coming from like 5-inch racing quads, so hopefully it shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. I tend to like my builds pretty like clean and like tidy. That's just the thing I personally do. I think like clean builds fly way better, a lot smoother, there's less noise, but that's just a me thing. I don't know if that's true. Alrighty guys, so I'm going to be showing you guys the motors right now. Today we're going to be using the Velox 2207.5 1950 kV motors. This is the V2 and it is the royal blue color. These things look absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with the way they look. Personally, I love blue, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what all comes with the motor. Obviously you have the motor here, and you have a ton of screws. You have a prop nut, spare washer, and different size screws there, so it's gonna be really nice in case you guys have like different sizes of carbon, arm thickness, all that. And I personally like how they're not just 2mm screws, they're actually 2.5. For me, whenever I want to build to be a bit more like, I guess, stronger, I usually use like the cap head screws for the 2.5s. And it's a lot more durable in my opinion. I could be wrong there. And also the stack we're going to be using is the T-Motor F55 amp Pro 2 ESC and the F7 flight controller. I use this in my Prig. It's an absolutely bulletproof stack. I love it very much. The ESC, super crazy amp rating. I don't think I'll be maxing out with this build at all. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this flight controller for you guys. It does come with some stack screws that I've already put onto the build. Now they are very long, and I'm pretty sure they sent this little board here, assuming that it'll go at the top. It's another mounting plate for like your VTX or receiver, but because this is a freestyle build, I'm gonna go ahead and use the super long stack screws to put some more distance between my ESC and flight controller. There's gonna be less noise between the two interacting. And then this will just kind of go into my parts box, since I won't be using it this build. What else comes in here? More foam. Hold up. Okay, so we have spacers, grommets for ESC as well. The last thing we also have is an XT60. This is some pretty thick gauge. It's 12 gauge rated for 200 Celsius, which is super hot. And we also have a cap to go on the ESC, which I will definitely be using. Alrighty, that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting all the parts on the quad. I'll be showing you guys all the things I'll be doing for this build, and hopefully you guys like it. If you guys have any questions about anything, go ahead and just comment down below. I'm more than happy to answer them for you guys. Alrighty guys, time to start working on this build. Alright, with the motor wire soldered, the ESC basically done. I'm going to be working on installing the video transmitter and probably the flight controller first. Just looking at my spacing right now, this Immersion RC VTX is pretty big. Not used to that. I'm used to the tiny nano tramp. And because I soldered my ESC in sideways compared to what it's supposed to be, it's going to be a little bit different. Shouldn't be too hard though. It's the same way I built my Prig. So yeah, it should still be fine. On a side note though, the stack comes with the harness that like has it all labeled out there. I'm sure you guys can see it. ESC FC side makes it super easy to put it together. You know, no mistakes there. But yeah, this build's coming along pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I'm gonna start loading up some pinouts and making sure I'm putting it together correctly, but hopefully you guys enjoy the build. Alrighty guys, so we have most of the things put into the build. I only really have the camera harness left, and that's going to go there, and then the top plate. It's been a pretty easy build. I mean, it's come together really, really nice. It's pretty clean in my opinion. I'm not sure if you guys would agree or not. But I just want to say a huge thank you to T-Motor. They've helped me with the racing, and you know, they've also helped me put together this freestyle build, and it looks absolutely amazing. I haven't flown it yet, but I already know the Velox motors are going to be great because I have had a set of the V1s previously, and this T-Motor stack I run it in my Prig and it's super durable, so I already know this thing's gonna fly great. It's gonna fly amazing, so no question there. But yeah, I just wanted to not have it just be like a time lapse for most of the build, and just kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm doing next. I don't think I'm going to be doing a beta flight setup video on it because the presets are out already. There's so many different presets, I don't know which one I'll pick yet. But I'll definitely be doing some freestyle flying pretty soon. There is a pretty nice like office park, or just like an office building with a bunch of trees and a pretty big building right where I live, because now I live in the city. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that footage, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. Thanks guys. Well, I kind of messed up. Forgot to hit record, but the camera harness is in there. I really only have left to put the camera in it. I mean, this is an old harness, so I had to steal it from like some old flight controller I had sitting around. Hopefully there's no problems with it, because that would suck. Well, bam, there it is. And that's how I build my drones, at least my freestyle drone. I'm sure you guys saw I'm pretty like meticulous in the way I go about building things. Yeah, this is kind of how I treat my race builds. I try to think about how I want it to look and how I want it to come on out, like as a finished result. It came out really nice. So, alrighty guys, so just a little update really quick. I kind of spent some time deciding how I wanted the entire drone to kind of go together while I was flying it, and this is kind of where I ended up. I actually used foam for the GoPro there. Yeah, you guys can see it pretty good. Because I was gonna like kind of chop up this like GoPro mount for one of my racers, but then it kind of looked pretty janky and I decided not to. And then another thing I ended up doing was also foam under the battery, which kind of sounds pointless, but there's screws for the top plate and they would have been hitting my battery. Can you guys see it? Yeah, there we go. It would have been hitting my battery and I didn't want to like, I don't know, kill a battery because I was lazy. So I ended up just kind of fixing those few things like that. And then this is where I put the ghost antenna. Pretty easy. This is just some antenna I found laying around. I mean, overall guys, it's a really clean build. It's really simple. It went together super quick and I'm really happy with it. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna get to editing now. I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.